Just 2 days after being sworn in, a Marion police officer was fired after some pretty disastrous social media posts were found and reported. Now, according to the Indy Star, who found these posts, Officer Chasfoy was let go just 2 days after being hired by the Marion Police Department over some posts, some racist posts. One earlier from this month was posted to Facebook with the caption reading, with gas hitting 489 and climbing, let's all take a moment to appreciate the better times. Now, you might think, oh, what's wrong with that? There's nothing racist in that. Well, except that the picture, the post went along with the picture, and again, that was the caption that I read to you. The picture was of Derek Chauvin with his knee on the neck of George Floyd. So that's the better days that he's referring to. Yeah, those better days where we could, kill people, black people. Oh, yeah, well, it's not clear enough. In another post from April of 2021, Foy posted a caricature of a black man just titled Martin Luther King. Luther King. So, there it is. Those posts, a bit racist. Yeah. Now, Marion Chief of Police Angela Haley personally reviewed these posts after the Indy Star had reported them and said that they were, quote unquote, racist, and said that they were not keeping with the standards of their department. Really? Is it? Quote, I do not condone this type of behavior and will not tolerate it, Haley said in a news release. Foy, who had been sworn for duty as a Marion Police Department officer on Monday, was terminated on Wednesday. Well, okay, so why was he hired in the first place? Look, did they not check his socials? Of course they do. Look, according to surveys, like, for example, one conducted by the Harris Poll, 70% of employers who responded to the survey said that every company should screen candidates' social media profiles during the hiring process. Okay? 78% of employers believe that current employees should maintain a work-appropriate social media profile. Okay? Now, Matt Earhart, managing partner of Summit Search Group, said, quote, the three main platforms most employers check are LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Ooh, boy. According to a Career Builder study, 70% of employers check socials before they hire somebody. Some of the most common items that employers find when conducting a social media scan of employees and job seekers include suggestive and salacious videos and photos, criminal behavior, inappropriate language and content, illicit alcohol or drug use, either in photos / videos or mentions, deceitful and incorrect job qualifications, deficient communication skills. Oh, yeah, Facebook. Yeah. I see a lot of that on Facebook and Twitter, by the way, to be fair. Accusatory and defamatory posts about a previous employer or coworker. Those are the things they often find. So now look, I'm not defending this practice. I actually am uncomfortable with employers checking your socials in a lot of cases, especially like suggestive or salacious videos or photos. It could be somebody wearing a bathing suit. I mean, we've seen that, we've seen that happen. Instances where, oh, you were looking a little bit too sexy on your Facebook feed, wearing that bathing suit. I guess we're just gonna have to fire you. What? No. Or by the way, illicit alcohol or drug use. So that's also been abused, in my opinion. Where you have like, for example, a photo where you're at a party and you're holding a red Solo cup. See, alcohol use, you're going to have to be fired. You can't work here because obviously you have a problem with posting this stuff on your social media. No. So look, again, I'm not defending this practice. I've been pretty critical of this practice. That said, there are instances where it seems like it would be appropriate to check some of your social for certain types of behavior, like racism. Okay. And by the way, you choose to post knowing that it's going to be public. And so you know that people are going to find it. So now, if you're a police officer, you want to be a police officer, what makes you think that it'd be a good idea to post things that are extremely racist on a public forum? There are ways to sit there and go and hide your Facebook profile so that it doesn't get, seen in these social media scans, right? And so I guess you could do that and be as racist as you want. He didn't do that. He just it publicly posted his racism for everyone to see. Now, that said, there are situations where other people can and will tag you, and not when it comes to the racist stuff, but when it comes to maybe like a beach photo or whatever, or you were at a party, whatever, things like that. Okay, that's my issue, right? But again, this is racist stuff, and the cop says, basically, oh, I'm just going to post the most racist garbage in my feed because that's what I believe. That's who I am. Well, I mean, I guess if you're going to go in that direction, be prepared for some consequences. And the reason that I bring this up, though, is why did it take a news organization to find it and bring it to their attention? I just read you that 70% most employers will check your socials. Okay, they must have not in this case in Marion County. And I do think that since police have a badge and a gun and, a lot of responsibility, then they should be subject to a little bit more scrutiny than, say, someone who wants to get a job working at McDonald's or at your local bank. And again, it can vary the type of scrutiny. If you're talking about like, oh, I can't wait to do a bank heist, or, I love stealing. I love stealing. Well, then, yeah, that would be appropriate for the bank to not hire you if you're posting that publicly on your Facebook. But again, when it comes to police officers, a lot more scrutiny, okay, into the stuff that they post. Because if you're a cop that's posting racist stuff, that does not reflect well on you, obviously, your community, and how you're going to approach the job. And that's really the biggest issue. Okay. So for those of you who might be wondering, like, that's just his opinion, man. Why you got to cancel him? Why do you got to do the cancel culture? Well, I think in this case it's appropriate because I don't believe that racists should be cops. A minority is not going to be treated fairly by a racist officer. Okay. And now, and again, there's implicit bias when it comes to racism. There's explicit bias, and it's pretty clear from his posts. He has an explicit bias against black people. He praised a criminal murderer, Derek Chauvin, convicted criminal murderer. So, I mean, I don't think people like that, and I don't think this should be controversial, but I just don't believe people like that should be anywhere near a badge and a gun.